introducing you to this bout on our program here tonight. It's brought to you with thanks to Astute Wollowin. We do it in the lightweight division. Introducing to you first, standing across in the blue corner. Weighed in officially 69.90 kilos. From Airlie Beach, trained out of the Whitsundays Martial Arts Gym. Steps into the cage with a record, 4 fights, 1 win and the 3 losses. This is Damien and his opponent standing across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. Weighed in officially 70 kilos neat. From Brisbane, trained out of the Chikara Martial Arts Gym. 1 fight for 1 loss. This is Jake Kennedy. Referee, third man in the middle is Mr. Peter Hickmott.
Hey there, boys.
Brought to you by Astute Wollowin. Astute Wollowin is recommended and used by Beatdown Promotions staff for all things finance, loans and wealth management. For all things finance, give Simon a call. 0405 751 173. Fight number 2 of the night. Damien Say in the blue corner. Jake Kennedy in the red. Immediately we see the comfortability of both boys being right in front of each other and throwing, and right as I say that, Say jumps onto a single leg, head outside. Can prove to be a bit of a different single leg when you put your head out on the outside, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. He did a good job to finish that one. Like you said at the start, Damien says he's pretty jacked.
What's that cage grab, Jake?
It's kind of noticeable.
Yeah, he was kind of able to just manhandle Jake Kennedy down there, even with the hips a little bit disconnected.
Kennedy doing all right. He's making a good account of himself up against the cage. You can see Say's trying to sneak that foot behind, try and drag that foot and the leg along with it. Already some cage rash on the back of Jake Kennedy. You really can tell how strong Say is, just not from looking at him, but also just what he's able to do.
Yeah, absolutely. To just throw someone up in the air like that with a head outside single requires a ton of strength.
And even just trying to get you back off the cage. For Kennedy, he's going to need to expend a fair amount of his gas tank to do so. Nice head post that he's got. And he loses it, and Say uses it. Love that. How going to the knees and the strikes and then down into a single.
Yeah, really nice by Damien Say. Had the leg shelved there for a moment. He cuts back to the center. Great finish by Damien Say. Ends up in a top, almost half guard, into the full guard now.
Semi-guard?
Yeah, so
we're just making stuff up now. Oh, beautiful shots. If you were on the ground and you could tell that the guy's getting up and he's posting, he's not going to be able to use that hand for block, we're just letting those hands go. It's exactly what Damien Say is doing. Immediately back to work. That head control is so good. Kennedy would disagree and say that it feels terrible.
Yeah, he's doing a great job, like you mentioned before. He's just constantly chipping away with the knees and the punches, and it's hard for Jake Kennedy to know what's coming, and it sets up his takedown.
And Say is so good at just getting these underhooks. You can see him just constantly digging. He'll lose one, he'll get the other one. So important for control. Back on that head post. Goes to the overhook. Kennedy really trying to use that to get out, but that head post from Say is making it all but impossible. I might be crazy, but it looks like Damien Say does not have a mouth guard on. Either that or it's clear. Clear mouth guard, not clear if he has one in. Anyway, a fantastic first round as we head to our next-gen constructed replay. And here we go. Damien Say doing Damien Say things, just big brothering, using that head post. Goes from strikes, dropping down into takedown attempts. It doesn't look like Kennedy's bitten off more than he can chew, but he's definitely got a mouthful.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it looks like Damien Say is pretty adamant on just pushing Jake Kennedy up to the fence and getting a body lock.
He's done fantastically well so far. He's been in the driver's seat thus far and doesn't look like he's going to take his hands off the wheel. Damien Say in the blue, Jake Kennedy in the red. In the lightweight division, we head into round number 2. A little bit of the pep of the step. Oh, body, head. I love that. And you can see it immediately affected Damien Say. As soon as Jake Kennedy engaged in any sort of grappling, even grabbed the single collar tie, Damien Say was all over him.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like being in a foreign country and you hear somebody speak English. You're like, hello. Like, I know what that is. And he just pounced all over it. Jake Kennedy trying to speak Say's language, which is grappling thus far.
Yeah, he has a great position. Looks like Say might be able to reverse him now with that underhook.
Oh, I love that. Framing on the head. He's almost using the underhook against him. A little bit of claret on the chin of Jake Kennedy. And it does look like these grappling exchanges against the cage have taken some of the pop out of the strikes for Kennedy. As Say goes high. Kennedy trying to oblige him, and he is. It's after Say throws that he's a little bit susceptible to these counter punches.
Yeah, both boys really just planting their feet in a very wide stance and throwing down in the center, which is, I think, why Say was having a lot of success in the first round. Just getting underhooks and pushing Jake Kennedy up against the fence.
And again, it looked like Say got hit while he was dipping, which exacerbated the effect of the shot. And Jake is turning it on. Oh, getting a warning for that spinning back fist because very close to landing an elbow. Kennedy now choosing to pursue the grappling. Going to work. Giving Say a taste of his own medicine.
Yeah, it's hard when your opponent puts their head right next to your head like that. Say is essentially sandwiched between the underhook and Jake Kennedy's head. He's done a good job firing in his own underhook to reverse him. But it looks like Say is starting to fade maybe a little bit.
It's a fair bit of muscle to feed.
I was just about to say that. It's because he's so jacked.
It's a double-edged sword. This could be Kennedy's moment to turn it on as they break. He's finding a home for some of these shots, and he's definitely finding the chin. Corner just begging Jake to go when he has his opportunities. Because Say can just become so stifling like this. More dirty striking. Stop! Another round in the books. It really is becoming a back and forth affair. I don't envy the judges at all who need to make sense of this. Fantastically matched. As we head to our Beatdown Constructions replay from round number 2, there you can see it. As soon as the clinch happens, Say is just all over it. Digging for those underhooks. Framing on the head, going for strikes. Kennedy just trying to get what he can get. Doing exactly like you said, just standing, planting their feet, and just letting them go.
Right, you good? You good? Finish it off.
Say and Kennedy enter the definitive round, the third round. Oh, 2 big shots and return. Say going body head. Oh, and he goes up top. Big body lock from Damien Say. Head pokes through and then back to the clinch in a 50-50 position. Oh, I love that frame, and he uses it to chuck in a flying knee. Pummeling up against the cage. And yet more work.
Looks like Say finally had that body lock he's been looking for a little while. He finally got his hands locked, but wasn't able to get anything done with it.
He drops down into a quite deep double. That has to be a takedown, and it is.
Yeah, great work. Once the hands are locked beneath the bum, it's a very high % chance you're going to be able to finish that takedown.
You see the handcuff on the bottom as well. Damien Say controlling that arm. Jake Kennedy expending so much energy, just trying to get rid of all the controls. Oh, and he does fantastically. Scrapes Say along the cage. That was so well done. Brilliant defense from Jake Kennedy. But just Damien Say is just all over him like rainbow on an oil slick.
Yeah, he's looking for that head outside single again. Jake Kennedy doing a great job to stuff the head there previously. It's this far in the fight, it's maybe not as practical to just throw someone up in the air on a head outside single once you're a little bit more tired.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'd say Damien Say wants to try and get to that locked hands double leg again for the highest chance of actually taking Jake Kennedy down. Otherwise, it's going to be extremely difficult.
Just a grueling fight, this one. Drops down to Say, left his head on the outside. Kennedy gave up on that yellow attempt, and in doing so, manages to secure an underhook on this side that we can see. Man, you can just see both these guys are just sucking wind. This is, like I said before, this is just a grueling fight. Looks to be quite deep on this takedown, and Kennedy again pummeling under and lifting up the head of Say. If Kennedy wants to do something about this round, he needs to do it right now. Corner calling for him to break and strike. And he manages to. The problem is Damien Say will do that as well. As soon as there was space, Damien Say was letting him go and getting straight back into this clinch. And Jake Kennedy is trying to do everything to get a strike in between them. Letting one go after the bell doesn't connect. Fantastic fight. Great fight between the two of them. It looked like Damien Say had more of the control. Difficult one to call. The most damage, I think, was to the gas tank of both fighters. As we go to our next-gen construction replay, big takedown from Damien Say. Jake Kennedy did so well to get back up. Both men just grinding at each other, grinding foreheads into each other, throwing punches as soon as there was space. More fantastic sportsmanship from both guys. Damien Say stepping in short notice. Fighters just fight. It's fantastic to see. And what he's doing is he's making all the time and effort and energy of Jake Kennedy putting into a fight camp. He's making it all worth it. Can't respect these guys too much. These guys that do the man dance. They show up. The weird respect. Not a lot of people will get it. So that's why as soon as the fight is done, both men shake hands and embrace each other. And we'll find out who takes this in our first decision of the night as we head back into the cage with James O'Shea.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get set to make this one official. And a big thank you to Astute Woolowin. And put your hands together for the two fighters. Great contest treated us to tonight. We go to the judges' scorecards. All three judges judge the contest 29 to 28 to your winner by unanimous decision. And it goes to the blue corner, Damien